Growing up as a young teenager, I never had some kind of purpose, some kind of big ambition. I never was that kid that always performed well at school or who'd always try and win at everything that's going on in his life at school. Other than when I go home and try and be the best person I could possibly be playing this video game that I got addicted to ever since I moved to America at like 12 years old till 18 years old for a good 6 years. I was so big into this video game that took so much time into my life. I wanted to be the best person there was at this game. I don't care how many hours I put into this thing because I wanted to be so good. Every time I wake up for school, I'd play this game. Every time I come home from school, I'd stay and play this game all the way till the very end of the night where I'd go to bed. Maybe my excuse at the time, I was a young kid, I didn't know what was going on, I didn't have any idea of what I wanted to do. I didn't really care much about school other than get good grades because that's what my parents expected me to do. Until I found out my reality really was going to hit me as soon as I graduate high school in a couple months in 2024. And that made me think about what was I going to do? Was I going to go to university? What was my plan? I had no plan. And that made me think and reflect, like, what did I do with all that time I had in high school? What did I really do? Was I one of the best people I could possibly be? Was I? Not really. I could have been better? Yes. Could I have been worse? Yes. My reality really did come into place as soon as I graduated. The day after graduating high school, I started to apply to some jobs for my parents, and immediately I got a job where I was going to be an apprentice electrician. This was what I studied for in high school for 4 years, and this was what I was going to do for full-time work until God knows how long. Turns out, as soon as I got into this job, it was in the middle of summer, and there was no AC in the building. Everything was... It felt like a completely different world from high school, to where you were working with your friends, you were with the class, you'd see every single day, you'd work with people your age, until you're working with people that are like triple times your age, and you don't even know what the hell you're doing. That was exactly what I was, and I had no clue. I didn't know what I was doing. I felt like a lost sheep in the herd. I felt like the black sheep, because I had no clue what was going on. And I didn't know what or how I was going to make this work, because I did not think that this really was what I was going to do for the rest of my life. I could not see this happening. This job I hated made me think about what other options could I do. I had no purpose. I was just working this job. Yes, I was fixing some outlets. I was serving a purpose towards those things, to the building, to the people that were going to get better outlets and all that, but I still felt hopeless. I still felt like I had no ambition. I felt like my life was just going to waste when I was 17, 18 years old, still working this job. That really did drain me so much. Waking up so early in the morning and then leaving at like 12, 1 o'clock, with the rest of the day just playing video games as if I still was that young teenager, all the way back into the early years of high school. And one day, right after work, I did the things I had to do my chores, do whatever. After dinner, I just sat on my bed until I found some kind of YouTube content. I was scrolling on my YouTube. I found some kind of self-improvement content. I was kind of interested and intrigued, so I started watching that. And there was these young YouTubers that I found making self-improvement content, documenting their journey, sharing their lessons and everything. And that made me kind of inspired to see these young men that actually had something going for them, something they were ambitious and devoted towards, that they wanted to do. That genuinely made me so inspired, because every day I'd wake up, I'd try and, even on my breaks at work, I'd try and watch this self-improvement content because, wow, this was so inspiring. I wanted to do this. That made me, really have some kind of fire in my heart to be like, if I want to chase that life, these guys are living, and these guys are currently doing and making happen, then I got to do it too. I want to do it. I want to do this, because what they're doing really is inspirational. And what's stopping me from becoming one of those people, those ambitious and inspirational people that does serve a purpose and will spread a message to everyone else that's younger than them? And that's really the beginning of where my journey started with content creation, posting self-improvement content, all because I felt hopeless growing up in high school, even working this construction job as an electrical apprentice right after graduating. I had no clue what I wanted to do. I didn't want to go to college. I didn't want to learn some courses. I didn't want to do anything. I couldn't find what I wanted to do until what I found really was just something that I just found on YouTube, which is crazy because if I'd never found these people posting self-improvement content, then I wouldn't be posting the content myself, because that really got me inspired and got me more motivated to, like, if they can do it, I can do it too. Maybe you're going through a rough time like me. Maybe you're in that rough period where you're about to graduate high school. Maybe you've just graduated, because this is the month of people that are graduating high school. I get it, man. It's not going to be easy. It's not easy. It never was easy. You may not like what you're doing. You may not like being in college right now. You feel kind of hopeless, maybe. You're in this job you hate and you don't even know what you want to do. I feel like you should just try new things. Try something that you want to try and do. And if you don't like it, then that's fine, as long as you tried. Because I tried posting content, and at first it felt kind of awkward. I was recording sometimes in public places, people were watching, and then I'm out in the open sometimes, and there's bugs all over me. There's maybe bugs on the table and everything. I kind of get a little paranoid sometimes, but maybe this is the downside of posting content, but that's fine. I think I like this. This is what I want to do, and that's what I'm going to be doing. What I wish someone told me back then, and I'm still 19 years old at the moment, but what I wish someone told me was that you don't need to stay what you're rooted to. I spent 4 years studying the electrical trade at high school, and I thought that this was what I had to do for the rest of my life. I really did think that, but turns out that was never the case. If I don't like it, I don't like it. I shouldn't be working this just because of, oh, it pays good. That's the best part about the job, the money. Because if I don't like it, then what's the point? I could care less about the money. I want to do something I like whilst making the money at the same time. And I'm trying this, and if it doesn't work out, that's fine. I tried it, and I am actually starting to like it. So I think a message for this, as like a small reflection on myself, is that just try things that you've never tried before, because I know we have got so much time on our hands as young men, and we don't know what we want to do, but we're still rooted into these things. Maybe like you're in college, maybe you want to go to college, maybe you don't want to, but your parents are telling you to go to college, but you don't feel too keen on it, and you're still kind of lost. Just try new things. Try something that you've never tried before that is out of the ordinary, because you don't know if you like it or not until you really have tried it. And I found some source, some kind of ambition, some kind of passion for posting content, to where I'm recording videos once or twice a week, posting short form content almost every single day, because this is what I love doing, and this is what I really feel like that is an inspiration, a purpose in my life. Just posting videos, talking to a camera, and for other people to watch them, as even though it may be like 10, 20, 30 people, that's fine. This is what I love doing, and I think this is what I'm going to be doing. It took all this time, a couple of years, almost 2 years since I've graduated high school. It's been about 2 years, and I was so lost, but now I have a clear direction. Even though I'm still kind of lost in life, trying to find a career and a better job to make more money to move out, I'm still lost myself, even though I'm on this content journey. So I think it's normal to feel this way, and we just got to give it, I feel like, one step at a time. I think we'll eventually get to where we want to be, as long as we just take it slowly but surely. I hope you got something from this, and I'll see you in the next one.